What's up guys, Draco here. I did an open day and I'm gonna cry because it was horrible. So yeah, numbers. The reason I'm thinking numbers is because every year, without fail, I tour people around my school for the open day and we spend like 15 minutes in a maths room where nothing's happening. It's like, they'll have like a number chart and they'll have a couple questions. They'll be like, oh, make 24 with these four numbers. I think it was like 3388. And it's like, you can do it anyway. You guys probably know the problem. It's like, just, how have you spent like 15 minutes looking at this? Like, no one cares that much. And they'll just be like a couple of equations on the board and be like, see, this is some random stuff. And it's like, here's the exam results from last year. And and it's like, I don't really care that much about an equation. Like, I can do equations in front of them if they wanted. 3 plus 3, that's 6. 7 plus 12, that's 19. The integral of e squared, I don't know what e is, nor what the integral is. But, okay, maybe I couldn't do equations in front of them. But the first two were probably right. I actually didn't double check. I can't remember what they were, so I'm just going to hope I was right, because I mean, with simple addition, I should be able to do that. But yeah, sometimes I just, like, when I'm numbering stuff, I just forget numbers. And my numbering systems end up being really weird because I've just skipped out random numbers. But yeah. Although, to be fair, that's not because, like, I don't know it. It's just because I'm rushing and I'm focusing on other stuff. I'm like, yeah, whatever. Do you guys get that thing where, like, you're thinking of one thing and whilst writing another? Or maybe, like, you're listening to music or singing along to, like, a song or something. And then you've just suddenly written, like, 4 lyrics to that song instead of, like, your actual essay. Because I do that way too much. Even if I'm not listening to music, I just perpetually have music going on in my head. This is why I've started listening to just, like, Coconut Mall instead, because, like, if I just listen to something without lyrics, then it's harder for me to think up random songs with lyrics, and also I don't write lyrics because it's just, you know, Coconut Mall. Coconut Mall is a great song, and I will hear no slander about it. But yeah, I don't know, I just, I hate open days so much. I just don't like social interaction, and it's very loud, and I'm just like, eh. I just don't like talking to people very much. Or like, especially in large groups, because it's like, just, I don't like being a centre of attention. If it's like a one-on-one convo, it's better because it's like, okay, they can't really, like, I'm not overshadowing someone else in that conversation. Or it's like text, and it's, I don't know, for text I'm fine with group chats. I guess just because, like, you're not overshadowing someone else, you're just, like, saying stuff. Who knows? But yeah, in groups I'm just not a fan of talking, even when I'm showing people around. I also just don't like talking while seeing people's faces. Which is why I'm able to do, like, I'm able to do this, because I don't see anyone watching. I mean, I also don't have many people watch, but, like, even if I did, I'd be okay with it, because I don't, like, see them visibly. Whereas, like, if you just see a bunch of people in front of you, like, oh, this is kind of weird. Stage fright and stuff. Because I've never done anything like drama, or really anything with my life in general. So, like, I don't have to get used to it. So, you know. I've hardly talked about numbers. I hate numbers. I hate maths. Mathematics is just very difficult. And not very fun. And, like, 2/3 of my year do it at school. So every time I hear a conversation, it's like, oh, what did you get on the math test? Aren't you so excited for the math test? I'm like, I don't care. Well, to be fair, no one cares about the subjects I take. So that's why I never discuss it, because there's about 2 people for me to discuss it with. There's a few more who take psychology, but yeah. Psychology is very fun. I love psychology. I'm not the best at it. I don't know. I'm sometimes good at it, but then when I'm good at it, it's usually just common sense, in my opinion. But you'd be surprised how many people don't have common sense, despite it being called common sense, instead of, like, rare sense. Like, it's just like, oh yeah, you get depressed because you have a negative outlook on life. And I'm like, what? That's what depression is. Well, there's the thing with Beck's negative triad, and it's just like negative outlook on yourself, others, and the world. I think I'll double check that probably because I actually should know that for my spec. But yeah, and I'm like, okay, so if you're depressed, you're negative. Got it. Isn't that what depression is? And I'm like, why do I need to learn this? Why do I care about what Beck said? Beck's an idiot. Well, here's the thing. I don't think Beck is wrong. I just don't think there's any value in what he said. Like, if someone told me, oh yeah, 6 is 3 plus 3, I wouldn't be like, you're wrong. I'd be like, okay, and? Yeah, I don't like either of the depression models that I've learned of, because the other one's Ellis's ABC model, and I don't think that we already have we always have an activating event for depression. But anyway, that's going to be a long discussion if I go further into that, so I'll leave it. Maybe discuss it another time. So yeah, I loathe the very existence of math. Well, that's not true. Math is a good thing, and because like without math, we wouldn't have loads of things we have nowadays. We wouldn't have like technology or physics or many things. Well, we would have physics, we just wouldn't understand physics. It's not like we invented gravity. Like gravity was there, we just went, oh cool, apples fall. Slay. Good old Newton. Yeah. If only apples didn't exist, then we would never have gravity. What a shame. SMH. Apples are great fruit. Apples are an S tier fruit. Not in terms of... In taste, they're like A. But like, they're like A tier in like taste. They're like S tier in portability. They're like S tier in like... They're really cheap. They're, yeah, cheap, portable, like always in season. Like, there's no like downside to it. Compared to stuff like strawberries, which taste better, but it's like, oh, sometimes they're moldy, sometimes they're, like, not sometimes, always they're, like, expensive, and it's just like, eh. So, yeah. Anyway, hardly talked about maths at all. Yeah, I don't know. Whilst I do think math is valuable, I just never enjoyed it. And it's probably not that useful for the, like, path I want to take in life. And I think that's the thing. A lot of people feel that they have to take maths because everyone else is, and it's like, oh yeah, maths is admittedly a very useful subject. But if the path you want to take in life doesn't require it, you shouldn't force yourself to. So I'm just playing with like a band. It's a good Christian verse, Galatians 5:12. No, 5:22. If anyone cares, look it up. I don't care. Anyway, I just find it fun to play with stuff. So yeah, I think that maths is very useful, but it's just not very enjoyable, and a lot of people force themselves to learn stuff because it's like, oh, this is going to be useful in the future. If you want to be a doctor, obviously, then like, yeah, I understand taking maths, but like, if you don't want to, you just do what you enjoy in life. That's my life philosophy, and just in general. If people just like live the kind of life that they want to live, and like, instead of feeling pressured to be something you're not, you should just do what makes you happy. Because, like, yeah. That's not a point you can really elaborate on. It's just be happy. Just live the life that you want to live. And, like, your ideal self doesn't have to be built around what society tells you. It just has to be built around what would make you happy to be. Would you be happy being a doctor? Then go for it. But if you're only becoming a doctor because your parents told you, like, you're first of all not going to be a very good doctor because you're not going to be motivated to, and then, like, you just won't enjoy your life very much. And also, if people try too hard to, like, go, oh, I want to make everyone else proud, you might not enjoy your life, and then, well, people can make drastic decisions there that I'm not going to go into detail. You know what I'm talking about, and if you don't, then you're probably too young to. Anyway. So, yeah. That's why I dislike mathematics. I don't know, it's not that I, like, hate maths' existence, I just always found it boring, so I was like, I don't feel like taking it. But yeah, I think it's, if someone does enjoy maths, I'm not going to, like, hate on it. Anyone, like, there's loads of things where I'm like, I don't care about it at all. I think golf is stupid. I think well, I'm not stupid. I think, like, at a young age, it's like, why wouldn't I just play a sport that I can do and then play golf and my body doesn't function? But if you enjoy golf, I'm not gonna, like, go, like, oh, you should stop playing it. It's like, I just have no interest in it. I don't have interest in many sports, but, yeah. So, anyway. This was a weird episode. But, yeah. In conclusion, I dislike maths, but I'm not going to judge you if you like maths. So, have fun with life and mathematics, or whatever you do. Hopefully not maths, because, yeah, it's boring, in my opinion. Have a good one. Bye!